So now we are on Facebook Live also, and we'll just start exactly at 3:35. 1 more minute to go. So I realize I told everybody that the duration will be 30 minutes, but I feel I can talk for 2 hours. So maybe, I need to divide this session into two because it will not do justice to explain things in a short form. So let's see how it goes, how much I can talk about and how much I can teach.
एक कागज पेंसिल दे दो ना.
तो अब सब कोई म्यूट हो जाइए खुद में खुद, so that I don't have to do anything. এটা সরাট কি করে সরাবো? কমেন্টস না দরকার নেই। চ্যাট ওকে। এটাতে করে মিউট করো। Okay, so as always, I like to start my sessions with gratitude. And today I think like it's from the heart. I think after doing all my research for water, I can't tell you what I feel. I really can't tell you how grateful I feel for just water. And so today, this entire session, all my gratitude, all my love, everything is dedicated to water. Okay, so we all know that there are 5 elements, right? And one of the most powerful, I would say, because of the sheer volume and because of the sheer versatility, is water. So, of course, each and every element has its own power and its place. But water is, I think, like my brother-in-law just told me a few seconds back, it's the biggest enigma in the world right now. It's an enigma. Water is alive and water is life. I repeat, water is alive and water is life. And water has consciousness. It is living. In fact, lately it's been termed, to quote Sadhguru, as the living computer. As a liquid computer. So when you think of a computer, how intelligent it is and how it responds and reacts to you, and the kind of, the power that it has. So water lately, even by the scientists, even by every Western culture, has been called a liquid computer. It is so powerful. So I lately, just by following little tips, there were certain changes in my life which I saw, which happened. And that is the reason, all my sessions are about my personal experiences. Unless I really feel, or unless I really think I know, I don't talk about it. But with water, I can tell you, I just did certain very small things, certain mindful, conscious decisions, which I feel have really, really helped me personally. I was a very emotional person. I used to cry at the drop of a hat. I used to overreact. And, बोलते हैं ना, जब तक खुद नहीं करते, जब तक खुद का दिमाग काम नहीं करता है, if your mother tells you, your grandmother tells you, whoever tells you, it doesn't really seep in. You have to do it yourself. You have to experience it yourself. So if somebody told me that, water represents your emotion. Water represents emotions, your own personal emotions. So be careful about how you use water. Are you wasting water? Is the water leaking in your house? These are things which all the elders keep telling. It's common sense. Yet we do not give that kind of importance to it because it's so simple, it's so basic, right? But for me personally, I realized since the day I stopped wasting water. Wasting in the sense, मैं जानबूझ से नहीं waste करती थी, but okay, if I have a glass of water, I used to leave whatever I drank and then I used to leave it. Or I used to just carry the plastic bottle, thoda piya, chhod diya. I used to be quite casual about it. I was not mindful. I never felt very guilty leaving half the bottle of water, in the flight or anywhere, or just picking up in a party and leaving it. So since the day I started being conscious about that and I stopped wasting water, trust me, friends, I see such a dramatic, difference in my personality. I am so much more in control of myself, of my emotions. Right now, I'm just talking one aspect of water. There are a whole lot of things that we're going to talk about. This I'm just talking about why I wanted to talk about water, because I feel it really, really helped me. So now, in fact, I have become paranoid. I just don't waste water. Agar pani chhut jata hai, I put it on a tree, I pour it on a tree, or I make sure that even my tea is half a cup, because I have liquor tea, so that I don't waste, because that is also water, right? I make sure every month, every 15 days, I keep checking all the taps to see whether water is leaking or not. Because if the water is leaking, somewhere you are losing emotionally and financially. We'll come to that also. So my main reason for getting excited about water is because I have experienced it firsthand. And then I did a whole lot of reading and research, and you know how it is. If I need to do a live session, I need to know my facts and figures, right? And now I'm absolutely overwhelmed with this entire water thing. So I think you all must have heard all our Sadhguru or Sister Shivani ho, any person, in fact, any spiritual person or any evolved person or any believer, right? He will tell you about the magical powers of water, right? How you can manifest so many things, how more than anything, water is intelligent and it has memory. I repeat, water is intelligent. It doesn't react to you, it responds to you. So, friends, please understand, we take this so much for granted that what I will say may sound a little silly or off the top, but because we are in the same forum, we are believers, I'm sure, I can give you a whole lot of instances, prove to you that you need to take water seriously. You need to understand that it is part of your living entity. So why is that so? First of all, everybody knows that we are made of 72% water. In fact, your heart and the brain mainly is made of 72% water. So we ourselves are water, right? And your relationship with water will determine the way you react to water, will determine how the water responds to you. So please understand what I'm telling you. It is your personal equation with water. If you don't respect water, if you don't give it that kind of love and respect, it will behave in a different way with you than it will with somebody who reveres it, who prays to it, who loves it, who doesn't waste it. So एक आदमी बहुत फल सकता है, for that person it's beautiful, for the other person it can be equally something which causes trouble, because somewhere you have gone wrong, somewhere your equation, your personal dialogue with water has to be checked. So friends, please understand that water doesn't react to, it responds to how you behave. Water has memory, water has intelligence. Okay, so if the dimension of water is not behaving well with you, somewhere you need to check that. Number one. Okay, number two, when we come to water having memory, there was, okay, y'all all know about Sadhguru, all these people have spoken about water. There's this Japanese scientist called Emoto. I'll just share the thing with you. He's written, I think, 10-12 books. The healing power of water, the true power of water, the hidden messages of water, messages from the water and the universe. He's a Japanese scientist, okay? He's Emoto. Any and everybody who knows about water will have heard about him. Anyway, so what he says is, he says water has memory and carries with it thoughts and prayers. As you yourself are water, no matter where you go, your prayers will be carried to the rest of the world. So what he did was, he said that water reacts differently to different things. Okay, so he did an experiment. Let me just show you. So what he did is, he did an experiment where he used different sounds for different water. Supposing you take five drops of water, and in one drop he said thank you, in one bottle, in one he said you disgust me, in one he just gave vibrations of love and gratitude. Okay, plus he also did this with different kind of music. one he took Beethoven, one he took Bach, one he took John Lennon. And after that, he froze the water. And then under the microscope, they saw the molecular structure of water, and everywhere. These are all experiments which have been proven and which are there. You all can please, I would like you all to read these books, go on YouTube, check him out. So when you say thank you, look at the formation of the molecule. When you say disgust me, look at the formation of the water. When you say love and gratitude, look at the beautiful crystal that has been formed. So what he did is he found that water reacts to different things, and the molecular structure changes every time the water is subject to a certain vibration. See, when you say you fool, when you call the water you fool, look how the water, from the negative words, there's so much disharmony in the water. These are all, cataloged under the microscope, how the crystals are changing. When you say you fool, this is what he got when he said, I love you to water. Look at the beautiful formation of the crystal. See, water is very sensitive to conscious thoughts. Dr. Emoto studied the effect as we human beings have in water with our thoughts and intentions. Okay, so when he released all these books, he's dedicated his life to studying about water. When this research came up, there was like a upcry, you cry in the universe, that like, what is this possible? Is this even possible? But then he had those pictures. He could show that, see, water doesn't change its chemical formulation. Water will be water, but the molecular structure changes. It reacts to vibration. It reacts to vibration. It reacts to intention. It reacts to thoughts, because everything end of the day is vibration, right? We all understand energy, vibration. So imagine if the water that you are drinking, or the water that is in your body, because you're 72% water, is going through something negative, what will happen? Can you imagine the crystals that are being formed? Can you imagine the disharmony that is there in your water? Can you imagine the dis-ease that is there? Right? So this is something so basic, that if water has memory, and if it reacts to you according to your thoughts, if you have positive thoughts, thoughts of love, thoughts of gratitude, thoughts of wisdom, thoughts of anything positive, imagine the beautiful crystals that will be formed. And if you are negative, if you are criticizing, if you are bullying, if you are gossiping, if somebody abuses you or you abuse yourself mentally, imagine the crystal or the disharmony that is there in your body. The same thing goes when you're drinking your water, right? One water is in our body, and the second is when you're drinking water. So friends, we have to be so mindful that you cannot take water for granted. You cannot disrespect it. In fact, leave alone disrespect. You have to be very careful about what you are saying when water is around. Because like I said, water has memory. It will soak in everything that you are saying. पहले जमाने की ladies, remember, बोलते थे वो घर का, they never used to have water in somebody's house. वो लोग दूसरे के घर का पानी नहीं पीती थी, because they had that wisdom. They knew that that water is soaking all the energy and the vibration of that particular house. And how do you know what is happening in that house? Maybe that house is full of disharmony. That's why they used to carry their own water, or they used to not drink. वो सब घर के पानी नहीं पीते थे. Right? Or we say, na, तुम कौन से शहर से आए हो, कौन से शहर का पानी पिया है? Don't we say all this? Because the person from Delhi will have carried the water. They will have soaked in the characteristic of that place. Similarly, when you have water in the village, which is very peaceful, which is laid back, which is happy, you imbibe that water, you will see it will give you a different feeling, because it has imbibed that nature, that thing into itself. So our ancient wisdom always knew that water was so powerful, that water was intelligent. We forget that. बोलते ना, जैसा पानी वैसा वाणी. All these are very simple things which we've heard throughout our lives, but we don't really understand that it has what they're trying to say. So that is why, in fact, when you're sitting around a dining table and water is there and you keep gossiping. Those women used to say 15 minute baad pani change karke la do, because that water has soaked in all the gossip or all the conversations. Water is intelligent, it is hearing, it is responding to what is being said. Okay, so friends, all this I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to give you different examples to tell you that water is alive, it is listening. So if that be the case, then how can we use it to better our lives? If that be the case, how can we use water to manifest our dreams, or to, get rid of disease, or to make sure that the water that is in our body and the water that we imbibe is happy, which supports us? So we can make this a beautiful tool. In fact, you have that power. We have that power, because water is something which every single person consumes. It is not something that you are divorced from. It is not optional. It's not an optional thing, right? So how do you use the water? How do you make it something so powerful that it can become a tool for healing, for manifestation? So let's talk of three things, okay? So first of all, I'll just talk about water as money. Water for money. Like water, liquid water is supposed to represent liquid cash. Water is supposed to represent liquid cash. So friends, from now on, as soon as the session is over, make sure that you check that nowhere in your house is water being wasted. I'm just trying to give you very simple, practical tools that you need to do, because I think you've understood the essence of how powerful water is. So if, as per Vastu or Feng Shui or anything, water represents liquid cash, make sure that no taps are leaking, dripping, even one drop, thoda thoda bhi, that your servants are not needlessly throwing water, that you yourself are not wasting water, because be mindful that water is liquid cash. Okay, so that is the reason in Vastu they say that in the north of your living room, in the north of your house, keep a water fountain, because the fountain shows movement. See, what the natural tendency of water is to flow. It doesn't like stagnancy, be it the river, be it the ocean, right? And so if you put a water fountain in the north of your house and you give it that movement, then there is money that is flowing. There's a constant movement. So that is one thing. Like I said, the second was that make sure that you're not wasting water. Whenever you're wasting water, just think that itna rupya chala ja raha hai mera. Instantly, when you think of money, you will stop wasting water, because that water you're wasting is the money that you're wasting. Okay. Number two, water for health. Sadhguru says that, if you just check his videos, there's so many things that he talks about water, which are so beautiful. So he says there's a certain way to have water too. If, like in America, you have those spouts, right, where you just have the water, or water which just flows from the tap, and you put it in plastic bottles and you put it in the fridge and you stand and have water like that. He says that is not the right way to have water. This I'm talking for, as to use water to heal your body. So there's a certain way, जो हम लोग पहले मटका में या कलसी का मटका में पानी रखते थे, उसमें फूल डालते थे, पूजा करते थे. All our ancestors, all our elders do that. It's just that we don't follow it now. But even if you can't do that, make sure that you don't have water just out of the tap. Leave it for a bit. Leave it for 5 minutes. Let it rest. As soon as it's resting, the molecular structure changes. When it comes from the pipe and all that forces, the molecular structure is very volatile. It will not heal you. So make sure that you have water. You sit down, make sure you take that glass of water, leave it for 5 minutes, and then sip by sip, mindfully have that water. Then that water will become Amrit for you. Then that water will work well for you, because you are having water the right way. In fact, you can even check videos by Luke Coutinho. You don't even have to go the spiritual path. Even he will tell you that there's a certain decorum, there's a certain way to have water. Only then it works for you. It can be your largest and biggest healing tool. So make sure that you keep the water and then you have it sip by sip mindfully. So what we can do to make the water more powerful, why I told everybody that please keep a glass of water, is we're going to try how to energize the water. We're going to try how to energize the water just with our energy. In fact, earlier, remember, people used to have water in their hands. ऐसे पानी पीते थे, right? Because the energy, your energy has to connect with the energy of the water, and then it goes into your body and becomes one. It assimilates and it heals you. But nowadays, we don't do such things. But at least make sure that you use water in a copper or a silver or any alloy, alloy, because that is the energy or the frequency is very high, and it will respond to you better. So before you have water from now on, friends, make sure that you hold the water. I think everybody can do this. Please hold the water in your hands. Wrap it around like this. Wrap your fingers around the water. No, the fingers should not overlap. Madhuji, जैसे मैंने किया है, देखिए. Yeah. Okay. Put your energy and then say thank you to the water. I have taught you all, right, how thank you is one of the biggest vibrations there is. Thank you. So what you're going to do is you're going to tell the water thank you 3 times. Like I've always told you, thank you is a magic number. I mean, 3 is a magic number, right? So 3 times you're going to say thank you to the water. So you can say thank you for giving me life. Thank you for the nourishment. Thank you for the healing. Whatever, you can change this every time for whatever you need at that moment. Say thank you 3 times. Say, water, I love you. And then drink this water. This water will become Amrit. This water will heal you. You don't have to take my word. Just try it for 21 days. Just try it for 21 days yourself, where you are mindfully talking to the water, saying thank you to the water, and then you are drinking this water. In fact, the Japanese scientist, okay, see what he says. I just want to, this is quoted from him, okay? 1 second. Dr. Emoto recommendation, write, okay, first I have to show you this. All the words that you put in water, I'll explain this to you, but the most beautiful to me was the crystal that formed after the water was exposed to the words love and gratitude. When the water was exposed to the word love and gratitude, the prayer I told you right now, I love you, water, thank you, water. When you say such things to the water, the molecular structure changes and it becomes a beautiful crystal. This is the crystal that forms when you say, I love you, water. When you say, I thank you, water. So what he says is, I'm just going to read this and explain once more. Write the word love and gratitude on words on paper and paste it onto the container with the words facing in it so that water inside can read it. Keep this water at least overnight. Talk to the water from time to time and occasionally shake the bottle, which helps to activate the water and contributes to its vibration. Drink 5 glasses of this water every day. Those who want to go deeper into this, y'all can read his books. He has written 5, 6, 7 books. So one very beautiful thing y'all can do is, supposing y'all have your cup or you have your jug of water, like I have this, okay? You can take any glass bottle, you can take a silver bottle, silver jug, whatever. Please avoid plastic, okay? So what you do is you write the word love and gratitude, write it down and paste it on the bottle. That is what I read. That is quote unquote Dr. Emoto. So what he is saying is that you paste it on the water and leave it overnight. So the water is responding to the love and gratitude that you have pasted on it, because even words have vibration, right? When you're writing it, your vibration is going to the letters and that has gone to the bottle, and that in turn goes to the water. So that water which you have next day, he's saying stir the water, because water likes movement. It will generate more of the vibration, more energy, and drink 5 glasses of that water minimum every day. So the simple thing was, I repeat once more. In fact, I'm quoting him. You all can read his book. Write the words on paper and paste it onto the container with the words facing in so that the water inside can read it. Look at this. A Japanese scientist is telling you this. Keep this water at least overnight. Talk to the water from time to time, and occasionally shake the bottle, which helps to activate the water and contribute to its vibration. Drink 5 glasses of this water every day. So when you do that, these are the type of crystals that will be formed, and it will heal your body. It will heal you. Then the water will become Amrit. Then the water will become powerful. So friends, if you actually believe in this, can you understand the kind of tool that you have in order to do so many things? There are some manifestation techniques also which you can do. In this thing, I can understand, I won't be able to finish so much. You can do solarized water. I'll teach you all about that in the next session. We have to do a part 2. I realize there is water which can be charged with crystals. But right now, I want you all for the next 21 days just to write those words, love and gratitude, in the bottle, in the water that you drink overnight, and drink that water every day with mindfulness. And whenever you are having that glass of water, like I said, you hold it like this. Imagine, visualize that your energy is flowing into that water, that the water and you are connected. The 72% water in your body and this water in the glass are the same thing. They are made from the same thing, right? They're all connected. So these two are connecting, and you say thank you, thank you, thank you 3 times, and then you drink that water. Trust me, friends, this sounds so simple, so basic, but trust me, it will change everything in your life. It will change you emotionally. Emotionally, you'll become a stronger person. I taught you all about how the moon plays havoc with water, right? It's the high tide, low tides, new moon. So imagine when the water inside is made of beautiful crystals of love, when the water inside is harmonious, when the molecules inside your body are harmonious, imagine how beautiful the entire thing will be, how much in harmony your mind will be. Your mind and heart, I repeat, your mind and heart are made of 72% water. Please, let's not forget such things. These are scientifically proven. I'm just not talking. You all can check it. I want you all to believe this, that you have the power. You have been given the power. Our ancient wisdom kind of always tells us. You have scientists all over the world who are telling you. It is just about you being mindful about it. Believing, number 1, and number 2, being mindful when you are treating water. Give it that love and respect, and it will give everything back to you. I think I just wanted to talk once more.
Next session.
Next session. Actually, we finished half an hour. Okay, so one sec. By the way, those who want to Google can Google him. He's a Japanese author known for his, anyway, I'll share all this with you also. Okay, before I end the session, because we'll have to do another session, I realize, because I had just said 30 minutes. In the next session, I want to teach you all a certain method by Jose Silva. I don't know if you all have heard. There's Jose Silva is one person, he's a Mexican who made the Silva Ultramind meditation techniques. I've just done a course with him. He's no more, but he has, his books are called Silva Ultramind. So he talks of different levels of frequency of the mind and how to tap into the subconscious mind to manifest what you want, right? So he too has one technique where you can use water in order to manifest things. So about this technique, I'll speak in the other section, in the next thing. But right now, I think what we've spoken today, if we just try that for 21 days, as in putting a label. So what I was thinking is, if Dr. Emoto said that the words love and gratitude should be facing inside, what we can do is we can also write the same thing outside. Isn't that a good idea? Then you'll be able to see the words love and gratitude from outside, and inside the water is able to read love and gratitude. So make that paper, paste it on the water, and number 2, like I said, hold the water in your hand and say thank you 3 times, and then drink the water. And the other action point was, please check all your taps to make sure that the water is not leaking, and don't waste water, because water is also liquid money. Oh yeah, I'm talking about emotion, right? Since I stopped wasting water, or rather not treating it, or rather treating it mindfully, I'm a much more emotionally stable person. Trust me. Trust me, it works. So friends, now just try it for 21 days. In the next session, I'll talk about the Silva method, and I'll talk about how we can energize water through the sun and through crystals, solarized water. We'll talk about that in the next session because this is becoming too long. For now, for the next 21 days, let's try putting this label of love and gratitude. I'll share all these slides with you so that you understand what Dr. Emoto was saying, and how the crystals can be so disharmonious when they are in an environment which is not conducive, which is not made of love and gratitude. So friends, if by chance you are in the house, okay, and there is a big fight going on, if you shout at the servant when she is getting water, or just remember that the water has soaked in that energy, it has soaked in that negativity. The least you can do is put that in a plant, say sorry and put that in a plant. Don't drink that water. Don't drink that water. It will cause dis-ease. It will not be harmonious because the crystals have already changed. I want you all to see this crystal again. When the water has been called, you fool. Look at this. Look at this crystal. Look how the disharmony is all there. This has come under the microscope. And look at the crystal. Please mute yourself and look at the crystal when you're saying, I love you. Look at the difference. So if you've had a situation where there has been some fight, or you're shouting at your servant, or there is disharmony, please change the water and do not have that water. If at all you need to have that water, say sorry, say thank you for everything. Please mute karo to.
পিছে বসো
Sorry about that. So friends, from now on, we are energizing the water with our energy, number one. And number two, we are using the word love and gratitude. There is this prayer which I think we can all use, where you take the water in your hand, the jar, the glass, and then you say, thank you for your healing energy. Thank you for your unconditional love. Thank you for supporting life, because water is life, right? So let's just try this thing for the next 21 days. Put that label, and hold the water and drink it mindfully, and make the water your biggest tool. Make it your biggest tool to heal emotionally, financially, as well as every way possible. Your well-being depends on water. Water is intelligent, water is conscious, water has memory, water is a living entity. It is the biggest blessing. Please, please, please give it that reverence and that respect, and you will get that in your life. What you give, you get. So the water is listening. Just remember, if the water is listening, how careful you'll have to be about what the water is listening, because once you have that, all the molecules are dancing and then there's chaos. So in my next session, I will talk about how to solarize the water, and we'll talk about the Silva method of how to solve a certain problem using water. Okay, so just let me see the chats. If there are any questions, I can take them now.
Shivani ji, I have one. You were telling that if we have water in the jar and it has already trapped the negativity of the environment, we cannot keep it changing, because in the kitchen the things keep on changing, the topics keep on be different all the time. So what do we do?
So that is the time, if you already know that, okay, the water has been subject to some kind of negativity. So you hold the water and say, sorry, I love you, I thank you. So you can change the vibration of the water. If it's not possible, supposing at least somebody has got you a glass of water and then there's been a ugly, exchange of words, at least that water you don't drink. But if from the kitchen also you get the water, hold it. And as soon as you say thank you, you pray to the water, the vibration changes instantly, because water is very fluid. It changes like this. You get my point? So,
Yes, yes.
you have the power to just change that water into something which is conducive to you, to change the molecules just by your prayer and by your vibration and by saying thank you and love you.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
And so the water, see, so when you're, one second, when you are, supposing I'm telling you throw the water, okay, try to understand there's a dichotomy here. If I say don't waste water, and here I'm telling you don't drink that water, throw that water. So you just don't go and throw the water, because again you're wasting water. So you again have to hold that water and say, okay, I love you, but I don't want to drink this, put it in the plant. But don't throw it. Get my point? Because आप सोचिए ना, अगर वो liquid cash है, आप क्या उसको फेंकेंगे? नहीं ना. So it is liquid cash. It is your emotion. So be careful how you do it. Once you start, it become a habit with you.
Yeah.
Any other question?
Yes, I had a question.
Okay, one by one.
So we made moon water.
Yeah,
last
Rima,
time.
tell me. Huh?
Any particular color with which we write love and gratitude on the bottle which we stick on?
See, Dr. Emoto never said anything, but because we are one, we keep adding layers. So always write it with green or with pink, not with black. Right? Green, pink, red, things like that, which denote love for you. You can write it with a nice pink felt pen. Pink felt pen, you can write it. And so, like I was saying, you write it double-sided. Inside you write love and gratitude so that the water can read it, and outside you can read the words. So it becomes double-sided. And paste it in your jar, and the entire thing will change.
So I wanted to ask Shivani, we made the moon water on the last full moon day. So since water has memory, where should we store this water? I mean, away from all
store
the...
it, yeah, store it in your mandir, like Ganga Jal jo rakhte hain. You know, in our culture, in every culture, in fact, you see, be it Christians when they baptize, be it Hindus when we talk about Ganga Jal, when you do your puja, what do they do? Charnamrit that we give. Why do you think we go to temples and they give you that water, that holy water? Because that has soaked in the vibration of the divine. That has that vibration. That is why you go to the tirth and you have that water, because that vibration, that water is of a different molecular structure than the one that you will get in your city. In fact, you see these ladies that I'm talking about, they will go to a tirth stan and have the water, but they'll not have it at your house, because somewhere they know that water there has wisdom. It has the touch of the divine. So your water, you can keep it in your temple, keep it somewhere where you feel it will not soak in negative vibrations. In fact, you need to talk to your water. Talk to water, have a conversation with water, treat it like a intelligent thing which is responding to you. Put soft music. There's so much one can do. Put soft music, talk to the water. In fact, there's so many talks just on how if you talk to water, water will start responding to you. So put it in your temple, put it wherever you feel that it will get positive vibrations. Even the moon water is the same.
Shivani ji, I have a question, Navina here.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, like, when you say that the water which we cannot use, like, because of the negative vibrations it has, and you say to put it in the plants. So when plant has life, so won't that...
That's what I told you right now. Now, see, you didn't hear the whole thing. That is why I'm scared that you'll only, if you hear half the things, it will be that Shivani ji ne kaha wo pani usme dal do. No, then also I said, say sorry to the water. Okay. Hold it and say that, okay, water, I love you, I thank you, but I would just give it to the plant. The plant is something much more pure than us. You know why I'm saying plant? because the plant, it doesn't have negativity like us. So maybe it'll be able to assimilate that water. But before that, you're already saying sorry, you're praying to the water, and then you're throwing it. You just don't want it in your body because you may manifest dis-ease.
Right. Got it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, because the plant is not getting, the plant doesn't respond the way we do, right? Because the plant, we are 72% water.
Right.
So that's what I said. Like that water also has to be treated with respect. Okay. Right. Yeah, and that too, if you cannot change it, then usi pani ko aap wapas apna energy deke usko energize kariye. Say thank you. Yeah, say the prayer.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It was a lovely session. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I want you all to try this, friends. Trust me, for me, I definitely feel I'm emotionally a much stronger person since I've stopped wasting water. It has happened firsthand with me. I can see the difference in my personality. And I really want you all to experiment with this.
That when we are drinking water, like and we are giving it a gratitude and thanking you, so should that the bottle of the cap be opened or closed?
Open rakho better, eh? Okay. And the point is, give it your energy like this. Hold it like this.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Yeah. Like in the morning, as soon as you get up and you have water, make that something which energizes you throughout the day. So in the next session, I'm going to talk about how you can even tell your affirmations to water, in order to manifest things.
Shivani ji?
Yeah.
Nilima here from Jaipur.
Yeah, Nilima, I can see you. Can I? Okay.
हम इसे आरओ के ऊपर लगा सकते हैं, बट आरओ's body is plastic.
नहीं, आप एक रखिए ना, एक अच्छा सा बॉटल लाइए, जग लाइए कॉपर का, जिसमें आप अपने बेडरूम में रखिए या कहाँ रखिए. what I'm trying to tell you is आप लगा सकते हैं, पर water is a personal thing. आपका relationship with water आपका personal होगा. राइट आप जनरल में अगर वहां पे भी लगाती हैं लगाइए, बट आपका खुद का जो आप पानी पीते हैं, जो एक लाइक ऐसे आरओ में पानी तुरंत निकलता है, वो आप पी रहे, वो मत पीजिए, उसको लेट इट रेस्ट. लाइक आई सेड ना, हाँ, सो कीप इट, मेक इट पर्सनल, बिकॉज देन ओनली यू विल गेट कनेक्टेड. आप आरओ में लगाएंगे तो हाउ विल यू गेट कनेक्टेड टू द वाटर, आप बताइए. अनलेस यू होल्डिंग इट योर हैंड, गिविंग इट दैट एनर्जी, टॉकिंग टू इट, आप समझिए वो एसेंस को, तभी आप कनेक्टेड फील करेंगी.
ओके. जैसे 4 मेंबर्स हैं तो 4 का हम अलग अलग बॉटल्स तैयार करें.
हाँ, करिए एकदम. आप नहीं तो आप जो पानी, सपोजिंग आपके हस्बैंड उस चीज पे बिलीव नहीं कर रहे हैं, आप अपना एनर्जी दीजिए उसमें. टेल हिम, एटलीस्ट मेक श्योर दैट
me, my husband and both kids are believing in this therapy.
Very good, excellent. It'll all work for you. Like I'm very careful about the water now. Like I said, though we've heard so many things, it is just that when you start practicing, that you see the changes.
So मैं वही प्लास्टिक का करके पूछ रही थी, क्योंकि मैंने आरओ पे ऑलरेडी लगा रखा है.
अच्छा बात है. अब आप प्लास्टिक नहीं, आप अपना जो बॉटल रखेंगे, ठीक है,
कांच का बॉटल पे या
कांच का रखिए, कॉपर का रखिए, कोई सिल्वर का रखिए,
स्टील का,
हाँ, वो सब रखिए ना, वो बेटर रहता है. ग्लास भी रख सकते हैं, बट नॉट प्लास्टिक.
ओके, थैंक यू.
Steel works, steel bottle works.
Steel works, but it's best to have some alloy of copper. That is good for health also. But then you can keep it in glass also, so that the water can read both, but not plastic. Any other questions?
You mentioned, hi Shivani, this is Anita. You mentioned something about the waterfall in North. Can you just tell me?
That is basically those who believe in Vastu. Water is considered liquid cash. Okay. So in order to activate the water element, we put a water fountain in the north direction of our house. And the water fountain has to be such that it is always circulating. आपने water fountain लगा दिया पर उसको चलाया नहीं, वो पड़ा है, that will become in fact anti. So if anybody is doing such things, you have to be very mindful that it is working, that is actually there's movement of water there. So north is the best direction to put a water fountain in order to activate the energy of water, so that the money keeps flowing.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay, so I'll definitely tell you all in the group when we do the next session. There I'll be talking about the Silva method, like I said, and we'll talk about how to energize the water with crystals as well as with the sun. And 21 days, please just try this, friends. It's going to be fabulous. I think I've answered all your questions, right?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'll share that prayer. I'll share that prayer with you so you'll understand. And you can make your own words. That's very important, that you have to make your own words. Yes, please light a diya. Like in traditionally, people used to pray to the water. Then matka mein phool dalte the, diya dalte the, puja karte the. Then that water becomes amrit. Then it becomes, the molecular structure changes. So those who can do such traditional things, nothing like it.
Shivani, I have a question.
Yeah.
Can we use Tupperware bottles?
Tupperware is made of plastic, no? Kind of plastic.
So no.
But why? I think you can use. See, if you feel that you want to use Tupperware only, there's nothing I can say. But like I said, it is always better to keep water in copper.
Yeah, okay,
copper
fine.
or one of those
Just
alloys. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, if you want to, fine. But I'm not very sure about the Tupperware, what material that is actually.
I think it is between plastic and something. So might as well change it only.
Exactly. When we understand the science behind different alloys and copper, and we are from India, we have the heritage of the knowledge of knowing all this. Why not? Here it is not about convenience, right? When you're traveling, it's convenient that the Tupperware cover is very nice. It is all very good. But when you are at home and you know the value of different metals and the power and the energy, then might as well harness that. Use it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have one more question, Nilima.
Yeah.
मैम जैसे अभी आपने कॉपर का बताया, तो कॉपर को हमें जैसे डेली क्लीन करने का भी बोलते हैं, तो वो हमारा बार बार हमारा स्लिप को चेंज करना पड़ेगा ना?
किसको?
जो भी हम उसके ऊपर
चेंज करिए. क्या अच्छा है, जितना आप चेंज करेंगे, लिखेंगे, एवरी टाइम योर माइंड इज वर्किंग, योर हैंड इज राइटिंग, यू आर माइंडफुली देयर. इट इज सच अ ब्यूटीफुल अपॉर्चुनिटी. Many people don't wash the copper thing also every day. वो उसमें रख के रखते हैं. But yeah, if you wash it every day, yeah, change it. Or if that's a label which you take out, you can stick it back.
Okay. Thank you.
See, what I want you all to do is you all try it yourselves and see what works for you, what is convenient. It should not become a headache. It should give you joy. You should feel empowered.
Shivani, this session is very exciting.
Oh, thank you.
I'm looking forward for the other one, basically.
Yeah. We'll talk about that because that will take time to explain also. So thank you, friends. I'll do that very soon so that we are in link with the water, thing only. I'll do that very soon.
Do you put this recording in the Google Drive? Will you put this recording in the Google Drive?
Yeah, I'll put it. It's anyway on Facebook, but I'll send you all the link.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Shivani,
Okay.
Shivani, I want to ask something. When you keep the water in the copper glass, so you have to cover that glass.
That is up to you. अगर धुला है तो cover कर लीजिए. Doesn't matter. वो आप practically करिए. The main essence आप समझिए that you are giving your energy to the water. You are praying to the water. You are saying thank you to the water so that the molecular structure becomes of harmony, and then you are drinking it. That is the essence.
No, that is right. But you said no, the whole night you keep it. That's what I'm
saying. उसको cover रखिए, कोई problem नहीं है. नहीं तो no, keep it covered, no issue.
Okay. With the copper one, copper cover only?
Any cover, doesn't matter.
Any cover. Thank you.
I think we've answered all, no? Okay. So let's try this for 21 days and then we'll do the other session very soon. I'll just get back to you all about that. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Shivani.
Thank you, Shivani. Bless you.
Yeah, bless you too.
Love you.
Yeah, me too.